Hi everyone, in this video we'll discuss scanline polygon fill algorithm and OpenGL fill area attribute functions. Coming to this general scanline polygon fill algorithm, you know my video display device, that is my video monitor. It can be classified into two types, raster display and random display. We have discussed what is raster display. In raster display, what the electron beam does from top to bottom, this electron beam sweeps the screen one line at a time, and each row is known as scan line, right? So once it finishes the complete screen, we know one frame is over. Next, it will make a vertical retrace, move to the top and start scanning the topmost line, right? And you know this each row is known as scan line, and you people know the features of my polygon. It should have a closed loop and interior should be filled. Now this algorithm will tell you how this interior of a polygon can be filled, right? How the interior of a polygon can be filled. I'll be using this scanline polygon fill algorithm, and when the electron beam sweeps across each line, right? I have when I consider a polygon, I have to fill only the interior of my polygon. I should not fill the exterior portion of my polygon, only interior has to be filled. So how I'll identify the interior of my polygon, right? So when the scan line intersects with my polygon boundaries, I should calculate the intersecting edges. In between this intersecting edges, the area I have to fill with the pixels. That is how the filling happens in my polygon, right? Hope you understood. I'll repeat once again. When a scan line scans the screen, right, when it intersects with the boundary of my polygon, what I'll be doing, I'll be calculating the edges, I'll be noting down the edge values, and in between area, between these two values, I have to fill with pixels. That is how interior is filled in my polygon, right? Here we can see few cases, right? This Y, right? This is my scan line, this is my polygon. I have to fill this polygon, right? Every time you have to remember, while filling, Y remains the same, because in scan line I'll start from the topmost line and I'll be proceeding downwards. So every time Y remains the same, right? So what I'll be doing, if you see this scan line intersecting with the edges of my polygon, it is intersecting with the edge of my polygon. So here I want this area to be filled, and again I want this area to be filled. So what I'll do, for these two edge values, the intersecting values, I'll note down the intersecting values, that corresponding x values. Similarly, I'll note down the corresponding x values. I'll store it in frame buffer. Now, to fill a particular area, I need a pair of vertices. So I'll take the first pair, right? I'll take this first pair, which is my first pair, 10 and 14. In between area, I'll fill with pixels. Similarly, the next pair is 18 and 24. I'll take this pair. In between area, I'll fill with pixels. This is how it is happening. Filling is happening. Next case is, this is my scan line intersecting with the vertex, right? Previous case, scan line is intersecting in the edges, not in the vertex. Next case is scan line intersecting in the vertex, right? Now take this scan line Y dash. It has three intersection points, 1, 2, 1. And you know, if I want to fill an area, I need a pair of vertices. So here it is odd number of intersecting point. Now the question is, what and all values I have to store in my frame buffer, right? this vertex value, how many times I should store, because since the count is odd, right, to fill a area, as you know, I need an even pair of vertices, right? So the question is how many times I should store this vertex value. So there is some rule to be followed. So the first rule is, see, you can travel this this is the vertex, right? This vertex is common for this edge and this edge, right? So you can travel this edges in any direction, either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction you can travel, but the condition is, right, either this y value should keep on increasing or it should keep on decreasing, right? It cannot, for some time it will be increasing, after that it is decreasing. It is not the case. Either it should keep on increasing till the end or keep on decreasing till the end. In that case, right, what I can do is, like, I can store this vertex value twice in my frame buffer. Right, now if you take this example, y value keeps on decreasing up to this point, after that it starts increasing. So how many times I should store this vertex value? Right, I should store this vertex value only once. Right, I should store this, sorry, it halfway it is decreasing and halfway it is increasing, so I should store twice. So what value I'll be storing? 1 2, then 2 1. So I got a even pair of vertices, so in between space I can fill it. Now this is also one edge. Consider this scan line. Consider this scan line, right? This scan line is also intersecting with an edge, right? Now when it intersects with the edge, you should be very careful how many times I should store this vertex value. That you have to decide based upon this rule what we have discussed. What is that rule? Either the y value should keep on increasing or keep on decreasing. In that case, I can store only once. Halfway increasing, halfway decreasing, if it is happening, I should store twice. Now see, this is my vertex. This vertex is the common point for this edge and this edge. So you should travel along both these edges. So if I travel right, if I travel in this direction, y value it keeps on increasing. If I travel in this direction, y value keeps on decreasing. Right? So till the end, either it is increasing or decreasing. So what I can do? I can store only once. This vertex value I can store only once. Right? So what under value I'll be storing? 1 2 1 1. Right, 1 2 1 1. So this space between 1 and 2 will be filled, this space between 1 and 1 will be filled. Right, this is what it is explained here. Right, otherwise, right, if I'm not following that rule, I can follow one more rule. See, this is my vertex, scan line is intersecting with the vertex, right? This vertex is a common point for these two edges. If I am traveling from bottom to up, right, what I can do, see, this y keeps on increasing. What I can do, this edge I can reduce, the top end of the edge I can reduce by 1 pixel. Top end of this edge I can reduce by 1 pixel. If I am traveling in this top to bottom direction, right, the next for the next edge you can reduce the pixel by 1. This is for current edge I am reducing. Right here, for the, if I am traveling from top to bottom, for next edge I can reduce the pixel value by 1. Right, this is what it is explained here. Coming to this OpenGL fill area attribute functions, right, as I told in the previous video, right, filling of a polygon I can fill with any pattern. I can fill with my own desired pattern. So this pattern I can specify, right? We are having the 4 steps: define a pattern, invoke the polygon function, activate it, and then fill it, right? So defining a polygon pattern, it will be